So I'm about to hop in and review the world's first purpose-built all-electric wake boat. Let's hit the waters.
This is the Arc Sport. It's a 500 horsepower, 23-foot wake boat that's designed to fit up to 15 people. It's Arc's second boat model to be released, coming after the success of the Arc 1, which was introduced back in 2022. I took a prototype version of the Sport out for a test ride with Arc CEO Mitch Lee, and this is what he had to say about the future of boating.
We have a battery pack that is sitting right underneath here. The electric motor is sitting right under that hatch up there.
Okay.
And pretty much everything is packaged under the floor, which frees up a lot of space for a very open bow. A lot of storage in the transom here and underneath the seats. And then because of the battery pack weighing over 2,500 pounds, we could throw a pretty awesome wake that we'll show you.
The Arc Sport has a 226 kilowatt battery, which makes it a lot larger than most electric vehicles. To put that into perspective, that's about 4x a short-range Model 3 and almost 2x a Cybertruck.
Charging an electric boat is a more tractable problem than charging an electric car because electric cars have road trips. You know, these boats are designed to launch out of a ramp and then come back to that same spot at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And all you care about is how many hours was I able to go out with my friends, and the answer for this boat is should be able to do all day. One interesting thing that I'll point out here, if you look at all these white pedestals over here, that's actually all shore power. Where you saw us plugged in, just literally power that was already there.
So who's your target audience? Do you think wakeboaters want an electric boat? Like, is that the electric audience?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There are all these phrases in the marine industry. The best days of a boat owner's life are the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Right.
Because of the maintenance. Exactly. This boat is as close to maintenance free as you can get. It's reliable. It works when you want it to work. It is dramatically cheaper to operate. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars a day on gas, you're talking about tens of dollars a day.
That's so true.
It's quiet, so you could hold a conversation. It's more performant. It has way more torque. And it gets better over time with an over-the-air update system that improves every aspect of that boating experience. You're not inhaling fumes back here. So to answer your question about who's the target audience, well, it actually depends on where we are. If we're in Austin, it is the people that are so tired of lugging their gas cans down to a dock and can just plug in the boat and every morning know that it's fully charged and ready to go.
Right.
If you are in Michigan, what you care about is you don't need to winterize this. So if there's a nice day in September or October, you can take the boat back out, no problem. And the next season, that boat's going to be ready to go. It's going to be reliable. You're not going to have to worry about, hey, I have friends coming in town. Is it actually going to work?
Right.
If you're in Tahoe, I don't want to inhale fumes. I don't want to be destroying this beautiful water.
And if you're a wake surfer, from what I've seen, I mean, we'll see it in real life. It seems like it's
incredibly easy to throw a great wake to surf behind. And that surf wake will work well if you're an amateur or you're an intermediate, or even it'll be fun for those advanced surfers as well.
On top of all the incredible benefits of going electric, it's easy to tell that the Arc team put some serious thought and consideration into making this boat superior to all other wake boats. One of my favorite features is the motorized wake tower and bimini shade, which seamlessly lowers down to the top of this enormous windshield to create an enclosed cabin. This is so great for windy or rainy days on the water. And don't forget about the massive screen which controls your music, navigation, wake sport settings, cameras, and more. The Arc Sport comes with 3 built-in cameras on the bow, wake tower, and transom, which allows you to get footage of all your wake sport activities in addition to added visibility for the driver. This boat comes with dual bow and stern thrusters, which makes it super easy to dock up and control the boat at low speed. And now at this point in the demo, the team was ready to give me a big surprise.
Yeah, if you're ready, go for it, Robert.
Good. All right. Hit it. Wow! Oh my God. You guys planned that.
And then you're going to want to hold on.
Holy Okay, you actually need seatbelts. I'm not kidding.
The weight of this boat means that you cut through waves a lot better and a lot nicer
I can tell
than on your average boat.
That genuinely shocked me. I was not expecting that.
That was really incredible.
That was amazing. Yeah. My turn. Time to put this boat through its paces. Let's let her rip. Woo! That is so cool. So having driven boats before, I've never driven something like this. The fact that it's so smooth and so fast and so responsive, like, I mean, it's like going from a gas car to an electric car. When you drive an electric car for the first time, you're like blown away at how fast it goes, just how easy it is to drive. It feels exactly like that in boat form, which is, I guess, what you should expect of an electric boat. There's a lot of people, and there's, you know, the misconception that, oh, EVs are more environmentally damaging to make than, you know, batteries would be worse for the environment than gas. We all know, you know, once you put 20,000 miles on the EV, it outweighs the cost of making it. So have you done that calculation for this boat? I'd be interesting to hear your take on that.
I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Good.
I would start by saying with gas boats, first they get 1 to 2 miles to the gallon, which is way worse fuel economy than a fully loaded semi-truck.
Wow.
Second, they exhaust down into the water. So they take all those emissions and put it into the water.
Yeah.
Third, when you're filling it up, you often get fuel spills over the side, or you'll see oil slicks kind of running behind a boat. We are addressing all of those problems. So it's not just about emissions into the air, it's also pollution into the water itself.
Directly in the water, yeah.
And then from a customer side of it, you're saving thousands, if not in excess of $10,000 a year on fuel savings, winterization savings, maintenance savings.
Yeah.
So this boat is a win-win-win.
Yeah, win-win-win. So I had an amazing time with the ARC team. Spent about 2 hours on the boat, cruising around, testing it out, and I definitely have some final thoughts. My first takeaway is this is a team who loves to boat. They care about the details. They grew up boating. They currently boat. They really, really benchmarked it against the best wake boats out there. Think Malibu and Mastercraft, and fine-tuned those details so that this boat is better than those. So even if you take out the electric part, they've made a boat that's supreme for water sports. The self-closing bimini, there's cleats that pop up and go down, charging ports everywhere, the ability to move around the ballast bag. So if you have a lefty or a righty, you can preset your settings. So let's say John wants to surf, he's already set up all his settings to his perfect wave. You just click a button and it's there. All of the cameras, the ability for the cameras to record what's happening in the water, that's cool. Of course, it's roomy, it can hold tons of passengers, and it's quiet. So I guess that leads me to my second favorite part, is just how quiet it is to operate this boat. If you've boated, you know once you get up to speed, you're raising your voice a lot to be able to talk to your friends. Forget about adding in music, adding in a wakeboarder, you're not talking. Cruising at slow speeds, you don't hear the boat at all. Of course, you're gonna get wind and water noise as you go faster, but it's nothing compared to a gas motor. And wake surfing, you don't go that fast. You go 10 to 12 miles per hour. So you can have a wake surfer on the back, music going, and still have a very easy conversation in the boat. That's awesome. I think the third great thing about this boat is honestly that it's electric, that you don't have to fill it up with gas. You're saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars, probably thousands of dollars for the whole summer on powering this boat. You don't have to have your friends chip in for gas. Oh my gosh, I love that. And most docks where you put this boat on a lake is gonna have power already, so it's so easy just to pull it back in, plug it in for the night, and take it out the next day. And then number 4, which kind of piggybacks off on that, is because it's electric, the torque, the speed, the responsiveness is insane, literally insane. You have to drive one of these to really experience it. I was truly shocked at how fast that went. I almost fell off the boat. It's so fun to drive. It's so smooth. And then the thrusters make backing it up and parking it a total breeze. So operating this boat is not only super fun, it's easy, it makes a lot of sense, and I'm all for it. Of course, you have the environmentalist side of it where you are not polluting the ocean. You are not breathing in fumes yourself. So we love that too. But even if you don't care about that, I think all of the other features still make this boat better than its competitors in the gas market. Do I have any cons? I'm really trying to think of some. I thought of a con. If you like to go boating / camping in more remote locations, let's say you go to Lake Powell, you rent a houseboat and you go out in the middle of nowhere where there's no power, you're not gonna take this boat because you're not gonna be able to use it multiple days. That's a con for now, but hopefully that's solved in the future when we see a lot more DC fast chargers being installed at different lakes. And then the price. Everyone wants to know the price. This boat is $258 or $6. I'll put it on the screen, $1,000, so around $250,000. Which, if you know anything about really nice, top of the line luxury wake boats with all the bells and whistles, that's what you're gonna spend at least. So look at Malibu, you're looking at a Mastercraft, a Centurion, it's gonna be around $250. So they hit the mark on the head with the price point. They're competitive. They are in the luxury class, but if you look at the boat, it's beautiful. They've thought out everything like I've said. So I think it's definitely worth the price. And not to mention all of the gas savings and the maintenance savings that you get with this boat. So that wraps up my review of the ARC Sport. I hope you liked it and found it helpful. And huge thanks to the ARC team for having me out and letting me be one of the first to test this truly awesome boat. For more videos like this and videos on tech and EVs, hit subscribe to my YouTube channel and check me out on all my other platforms. Thanks for being here and have a great day.